series in road fixes for you. These are things we can do on the road without special tools and with stuff you probably have or stuff lying around. So the first one we're going to do today is a catastrophic tube failure. What do you do when you have a catastrophic tube failure on the road and in such a way that your patch kit probably isn't going to work, or that you don't, or you left, like me, you left your patch kit at home or something like that? So here we go. Let's talk about this. Right now we have our nice pretty shiny Sprint X ice strike here. This tube is ready to go in this bike, and so we're going to make it not ready to go right quick. Okay, so we got the tube out of the tire. This tube's in good shape at the moment, but we're going to make it in less than good shape here in a second. This is a very typical butyl rubber tube, and it's about to have a catastrophic failure. I don't think you're going to fix that with your patch kit. So now, how do you get home with this, with your patch kit? It's easy. You tie a knot in it. So look at this. Now, grant you, you're not going to get hundreds of miles on this anymore. In fact, you're probably not going to get even 100 miles on it. But it will, in fact, hold air. And this will get you home. The secret to this, we got our knot done. The secret to making it hold, though, is to get it pulled tight enough so it holds air. So to do that, we're going to step on it and just pull it as tight as we possibly can. Because you want to make sure that sucker is tight, because that should have been, or it should hold air at least through the whole trip home. So we can check it with our pump. Make sure it holds air for us. Not the prettiest thing, but it's holding air. Okay, now we're back up to the bike. We're going to put our tube that we've did a little bit of magic on back in and seat it. So we'll get the stem set in. Now, this is now no longer a 20-inch tube. It is going to be something closer to an 18. So we have a perfectly good 18-inch tube now. So in order to get it on a 20-inch rim, we're going to have to stretch it a little bit. You're not going to get hundreds of miles out of this. You're only going to get home, but that's the whole point, is that we were able to fix this and get ourselves home with it. So now we just got to stretch it all the way around, hook it onto the rim, and then hook our tire on as well. And we are off to the races, as they say. Although you will feel a little bit of a bump as you're riding along with this knot in here. But again, not trying to get hundreds of miles, just trying to get home in time for dinner. And unfortunately, I think every year Swabe makes its tires a little smaller, and or the rims are getting bigger, just like my waistband. And so this takes a little bit more effort to get on than it should. We're going to use our tire levers here and just leverage it on a little bit at a time until it's all done. With this fad for tubeless on tires these days, everybody wants their wire beads to be as tight, or Kevlar beads to be as tight as possible. And so it just makes it that much more fun to fit. So there you go. Wheel is on, tire is mounted on the rim. Our knot's right about there, and our stem is over here. So we're going to get some air. And I'm going to use the shop air here, so you're not watching 10 minutes of me pumping this up with a field pump, but rather a few seconds of me just putting air in it, and up it'll go. So there you go. We are ready to go home. try that again. Let's put the air in an entire